If you want to know if your critically ill loved one in intensive care on a ventilator with a tracheostomy after ECMO for lung failure should be sedated with propofol, fentanyl, deloaded, ketamine, and Valium, stay tuned. I've got news for you. My name is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and this is another quick tip for families in intensive care. So currently we are working with a client who has their 19-year-old son in intensive care, and he had lung failure. He's got a history of asthma. He ended up with lung failure, ended up with ARDS and on ECMO for a couple of weeks. He got weaned off ECMO eventually. He ended up with the tracheostomy. He's now ventilated with the tracheostomy. And one of the first questions that I had for our client was, what stops them from weaning off the ventilator? And they said, well, he's on ketamine, fentanyl, propofol, deloaded, and Valium. And that is a hell of a lot of a cocktail for someone with a tracheostomy, because really, one of the main purposes of a tracheostomy is not to have any sedation at all. So I got on the phone with the family and one of the senior nurses there, and the senior nurse said that every time they're trying to wean off sedation, he's getting agitated and he's thrashing around, and clearly this young man is addicted to benzodiazepines, and like the Valium, and he's also addicted to the opiates like the hydromorph, or the deloaded, and the fentanyl, right? And of course, that as soon as you take that, it's like taking away the lolly, and then he can't cope with going through withdrawal. So, why is this important? When you look at the literature, when you look at the research, one of the main purposes of a tracheostomy is simply to eliminate sedation and opiates, and then start the weaning process of the ventilator as quickly as possible. Instead of using sedation, the goal should be to mobilize the patient, start physical therapy, start rehabilitation, right? And not use bucket loads of sedatives and sedation. Get to normalize a patient's life by getting them out of bed, by starting physical therapy, by sitting them up and so forth. That's all possible. Any ICU that I worked at, any reputable ICU that I worked at, we would have done that, as quickly as possible. And the outcomes for patients are very, very good. Now, also, this young man is not hemodynamically unstable. He's not on any pressors, and he's not in kidney failure. So, it should be full steam ahead of weaning off sedation and opiates as quickly as possible, so he can actually get back to normality as quickly as possible. So that is my quick tip for today. I have worked in critical care nursing for 25 years in 3 different countries, where I worked as a nurse manager for over 5 years in intensive care. And I've been consulting and advocating for families in intensive care since 2013 here at intensivecarehotline.com. And I can very confidently say that we have saved many lives as part of our consulting and advocacy here at intensivecarehotline.com. And you can verify that on our testimonial section, and you can verify it on our intensivecarehotline.com podcast section, where we've done client interviews. And that's why we helped hundreds and hundreds of members and clients over the years to improve their lives instantly when they have a loved one critically ill in intensive care. And we can do the same for you. And that's one of the reasons why I do one-on-one consulting and advocacy over the phone, Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, whichever medium works best for you. And I talk to you and your families directly. I handhold you through this once-in-a-lifetime situation that you simply cannot afford to get wrong when your loved one is critically ill in intensive care. I also talk to doctors and nurses directly. And when I talk to doctors and nurses directly, I ask all the questions that you haven't even considered asking, but must be asked when you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care. We also do, and I also represent you in family meetings with intensive care teams. We also do medical record reviews in real time so that you can get a second opinion in real time. We also do medical record reviews after intensive care if you have unanswered questions, if you need closure, or if you are suspecting medical negligence. We also have an online membership for families of critically ill patients in intensive care. And you can become a member if you go to intensivecarehotline.com. If you click on the membership link, or if you click or if you go to intensivecaresupport.org directly in the membership, you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day in the membership area and via email, and we answer all questions intensive care related. In the membership, you also have exclusive access to 21 ebooks and 21 videos that I've personally written and recorded, and that will help you to make, once again, informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment always. Now, and all of that you get at intensivecarehotline.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or simply send us an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. I also do a weekly YouTube live. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have, and share the video with your friends and families. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show, and you will get notification for the YouTube live if you are a subscriber to my email newsletter, or if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.